right, what's going on, boys? We are live. Normally, we're live for UFC on Saturdays, but today, no UFC. They have the week off. Figured I would come on, hang out with you guys for the NASCAR Xfinity race at the Indy Road Course. First time they're there tomorrow for the Cup Series. Only the second time they've been there for the Xfinity Series. So I figured I'd come and hang out. See if we could make some moves, get on somebody live, and make a little money, because that's what we do here. So welcome in, Johnny Nelson, Arwato, Mikey, Adam Meyer, Terlansky. What's going on, boys? So I wake up today. I want to watch the NASCAR Cup Series practice at this road course, right? They've never been on the track before. I said, let me watch the practice. Get into the bones of the race. I look for it. It's nowhere on television at all. I said, I go into the Discord. I send a message to Coop. First of all, I'm up at 10:30 in the morning on a Saturday, which doesn't happen. I say, Coop, where's the Cup Series practice? I don't see it. It's not on television. He goes, oh, it's on NASCAR Track Pass. So I already have 20 streaming services besides my cable: Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix, Peacock, Apple Plus TV, HBO Max, and on, Disney Plus. So they get me for $2.99 a month. NBC Sports Gold I had to go buy today to watch the Cup Series practice. How about that? They fuck you at the drive-thru, man. They fuck you at the drive-thru. But nonetheless, I bought it. I watched the practice. Happy I did. A lot of the things that Coop and I said last night on the NASCAR video pretty much came to fruition in practice for sure. Does Jamie Little have nice cans on Saturday? Well, I hope so, Jay. I certainly hope he does. She does. I don't know where Kevin Taylor is. My entire family's down the shore. My daughter, my mother, my father, my sister. They're all down the shore for the week. Where am I? Where am I? I'm here with you. Because I'm a man of the people, and that's what I do. That's why. Otter says, Keg, that Bears quarterback looked good to me in a couple series today. Yeah, I watched it. He didn't look bad. He didn't look bad. I didn't think Fields would look bad, though. I was kind of hoping he was going to be a New York Jet. But, oh, yeah. So tonight we got the Giants-Jets preseason game. So we'll get our first look at Zach Wilson. Looking forward to that. I can't wait for week one. Yeah, I also can't wait for week one, my friends. Going to be a lot of pregame NFL content on the YouTube channel. Might only be Sunday live shows, though. No Monday Night Football live show. No Thursday Night Football live show. FanDuel doesn't have Chase Elliott on the list, but they do have the field at plus 270. Yeah, Corey, I was looking at that too. Bet365 doesn't have him on the list either. And they had hung a line on the field last time I checked. Here's the thing. Elliott's not even supposed to be in this race, right? Now, he's in Mikey Annette's car. But the problem is that's really not a top 5 car just based on the equipment. So I don't think he's going to be a factor. I think the 54 car has won just about every road race this year, but one. No matter who was in the car. Most of the time it was Ty Gibbs. I think Kyle Busch was in the car. So I think that Ty Gibbs is the play. I'm gonna watch the race, but full transparency, I did throw a little money on Gibbs at 6-1 on DraftKings. And I'll tell you why. Because I think that as soon as the sportsbook realizes that Chase Elliott's probably not going to have the car to win the race, the odds on him are going to start to go up, and the odds on Cindric, Allmendinger, and Gibbs are going to start to go down. So I'm going to treat this race pre-race as if Chase Elliott wins, I lose. Because he's in the race, we're getting way better odds on Cindric, Allmendinger, and Gibbs. Last night, Gibbs was 4-1. Today, he's 6-1. Why? Only because Chase Elliott's in the race. Same thing for Cindric, same thing for Allmendinger. The odds went up because Elliott's in the race. I don't think Elliott's going to win this race because of the car that he's in. Now, if I have to hedge on him, I will, if I have to, if it looks like he is going to win. But I'm going into the race thinking that I am not going to bet Chase Elliott unless I absolutely have to as a hedge on the people that I have. Okay? So I did throw some money on Ty Gibbs at 6-1 because I thought the price was really fair. Based on how good that car, no matter who was in it this year, looked on road courses. I mean, look at last week. He won the road course last week at 5-1, right? I didn't even know that Coop was on it. He threw it in the Discord. I couldn't find the race last week because it ended up being on CNBC and I didn't even know. And I was on Ty Gibbs because I think that's the logical pre-race thought process that you should have. He's one of the best road course drivers on the course today. That car has been phenomenal this year. And of the best 3, he's got the best odds. So it seems pretty cut and dry to me. I think if you're going to have a pre-race look, it should be Ty Gibbs at 6-1. Now, I did bet him, but you guys know how this goes. I don't really bet pre-race normally, but sometimes I do when it's a road course. So I threw money on Ty Gibbs, and if we have to get on somebody else, we will. If we have to get on 2 more people, we will. You guys know how this goes. Now, they did race this at this road course last year, and Chase Briscoe won. It was a close race, though. That being said, Briscoe's not in the field today. Got Cindric at plus 400 today, and the odds have dropped. Yeah, he's going to be a player in this race for sure. I saw him at about 3-1 today. I think that he has it looks like he has a great car for tomorrow too. I think he was in the top 3 in qualifying. I think it was Will Byron, Cindric, Larson, and Hamlin were the top 4 that qualified for tomorrow. Well, not qualified, practice session wise, were the top 4. Oh, Coop is going to come and hang out. All right. All right, Coop. I was listening to some Ray Charles this morning. I mean, is there anything better than Ray Charles, though? Just that sweet, sweet sound. I thought Coop had a movie to watch. No movie for Coop. FanDuel locked the odds for the race. Yeah, they're about to start. That makes sense. Maybe they'll offer it live. You need a matchup? I didn't see any matchup I liked today. I mean, the only matchup that I saw Ty Gibbs in, none on FanDuel that I saw, none on DraftKings. He was at BetMGM, but he was minus 200 against Justin Allgaier. You can't lay that in a matchup. That's crazy. The one matchup that I saw on DraftKings that was interesting was Kevin Harvick, like minus 105 against Daniel Hemrick. I didn't really mind that. I thought that might have been worth taking a shot, but they don't often give you good matchups on this series. There's really no Thursday or Monday live betting shows this year. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, bud. Spread and Tyler and JJ will be doing a lot of pre-race pick videos, though. Yeah, I made one pre-race bet. I took the 6-1 on Gibbs because I just think the odds are going to go down, and I figured let me get him probably at the best odds. I'll be able to get him all race, and if I have to get on somebody else, I will. Harvick on road courses scares me. You know what, Pete? He's been underrated though on road courses. especially in the Cup Series. But I get it. I mean, backing Kevin Harvick this year to do anything at all is a tough sell. Yeah, well, I mean, JJ was doing the schedule for football, and he thought that pre-game pick content would probably be better for the channel, and we really only needed to do the live show on Sundays. What's up, Jacqueline? Let's make some money today, boys. Where's Coop? Yeah, I understand. East, I get it. Did you guys bet anything on the Wyndham Championship golf wise? I didn't. I forgot to take a look at Snyder's article. Diego in the house, my main man. Let's go. I don't know about you guys, but it feels like a good day to make a little money, no? Right or wrong? Am I right or am I right or am I right? Why not us, Corey Dwyer? There's Coop. Let's go.
How you doing?
Let's have a day, Coop.
going on?
How'd you get away from the missus today?
She went shopping again.
All right. She's spending your money while you're here making it. I get it. I can dig it.
Learn anything from practice this morning?
I saw countless cars smoking their brakes, man.
What I tell you last night?
Yeah. I didn't have a chance to watch the Xfinity practice. So that was the first practice session that I watched. I mean, everything we said happened. Truex was like out of the top 10, but like he put a final lap down with like 15 seconds left in practice, and he ended up having the fastest practice time. Denny was top 5 at practice. Chris Bell was in the top 10 at practice. I think Kyle Busch was the only Gibbs car that was outside the top 10 practice-wise. Cindric was there. Logano was like 7th in practice. What surprised me was Larson. He's got a really, really good whip tomorrow again. He's definitely got a chance to win that race tomorrow. And what also surprised me is Chase Elliott didn't crack the top 20 for the entire practice. But the cars that we were talking about on the fringe to get into the top 10, Briscoe was right there. Ross Chastain was in striking distance. Will Byron put down a really fast lap in practice. That surprised me. I didn't think he was going to be as fast as the final lap that he ended up putting down in practice. But a lot of guys smoking the brakes. And did you see how pit road is configured?
Yeah. Like the speeding thing doesn't come in for a while.
There are definitely gonna be drivers that are gonna be able to make time going down pit road until that yellow line comes where they have to be going a certain speed.
Probably some drivers that'll end up in the grass too.
Mm-hmm.
Coming down pit road.
You're right, because did you see how skinny that lane is that they have to come down?
Mm-hmm.
Keselowski looked fucking awful. Kurt Busch didn't look great. He looked okay. Man, like after I watched practice, I wanted to fade Keselowski in every matchup that he was in.
Right.
I just didn't see many matchups that he was in. Cindric was top 3 in speed the whole hour.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I saw good old AJ blew it at the beginning.
Yeah, the best 3 cars that I saw at practice, Coop, the best 4 cars I saw were Marty and Hamlin and Larson and Cindric. Those were the best 4 cars that I saw in practice. I think Chris Bell. I think Chris Bell was right there. Byron put down a fast lap at the end, and believe it or not, Joey Logano, he was outside the top 20 for most of the practice, but then the last lap he put down, he ended up being like 7th fastest, and he was the second Ford, I think, behind Cindric.
That's what they were doing in the Xfinity practice yesterday too. Was like the first couple laps weren't necessarily your fastest laps on the tires.
I think that we pegged the race pretty accurately, though.
Based off of practice, but
right, based off of practice, right.
But The thing is today, not going to make any bets until we get around to that into that first stage because I want to see what happens strategy wise.
Yeah, I took the plus 600 on Gibbs just because I think that line, as soon as the books realize Chase Elliott's probably not going to have the car to win the race, I think the odds are going to start falling fast.
It was weird, man, because Gibbs last week, like, you think he started like 15th and he moved up to like 4th or 5th right before that pit stop at the end of the first stages, and his number didn't move whatsoever. So I don't know, but
I mean, how do they not move the number now though? I mean, like that 54 cars won every road race but one this year, right?
Yeah, going into the last week was the same situation. We've won every race except for one.
Eventually, the books catch on. I think the odds that you can get on Allmendinger, Cindric, and Gibbs are a gift if Chase Elliott doesn't win this race. And if he could win this race in Michael Annette's car, God bless him.
Right.
So but you know, like 3 years ago, I wouldn't have bet anybody, and I would have waited to the last 5 laps, and I would have got an 8-1 winner, and we all would have laughed about it. But this year, man, the strategy that I changed was taking just throwing more darts, 3 or 4 darts a race. So if I have to bet somebody else, I'll bet somebody else. But I wanted to get that 6-1 value on Gibbs because I do think that's value. I think the fair odds on him in this race should probably be 4-1.
Can't disagree. The thing is, though, you know, like I said, I want to see that strategy because the so-called gas mileage is 28 to 31 laps, and you know you're going to have a pit at the end of the stage 1, so you're going to have probably 2 laps right there. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be some cars that stay out at the end of that first stage.
Sure. Yeah, I get it. I'll eat the unit if I have to.
Oh no, I'm not saying anything like that. You know, I think it plays out well for like Ty Gibbs and Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Austin Dillon. All they're doing is racing for the win.
After you told me that I should actually go to NASCAR.com, like just in general, I went to NASCAR.com today and I started like really digging into the website. Did you ever see the bet center that they have?
No, never clicked on it.
They have something called the Bet Center. That's how mainstream sports betting is now. I love it.
Who runs it?
NASCAR.com.
Affiliates or anything?
Did you see? I think there are 2 cars in the race that have sports betting sponsors. Somebody's got a BetMGM car, and somebody's got a Unibet car.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick has the Unibet, and Tyler Reddick has the BetMGM.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, Bubba was driving DraftKings a couple weeks ago.
Was he really?
Yeah, he had Bubba had DraftKings.
I pay such little attention to Bubba Wallace that I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I said the 54 car, but I meant the 98 car.
What about the 98 car?
Wow, who shit the bed on that first turn? Did you see that one? Who's in the 19? Brandon, was Was that Brandon Jones that shit the bed on that turn? Bro, everybody's in the grass. This is a shit show. So what did you say that the pit fuel window was? 28 to what?
31.
Well, I mean, theoretically, if you can go 31 and 31, that's one stop.
Right. And like I said, you're gonna have some cautions at the beginning of the race, at least the end of the stage. So you'll get 2 laps right there.
Right. Do you think the tires will be beat to shit on one stop at the end?
They could. AJ can't handle that first turn right there. AJ cannot handle that first turn.
You'll love to see.
He's driving like Bubba Wallace. Yeah. So here's the caution.
Bubba Wallace is the butt of every joke we make.
He is, man, but I told you I was going to bring the heat, man.
Yeah. Don't you fucking come at me with the Bubba Wallace heat. No. No.
Listen, in 2 weeks at Daytona, if he's priced at 66 to 1 or worse, I will bet him pre-race.
Don't you dare come at me with the Bubba Wallace heat.
Bubba does well at Daytona.
Yeah, okay. But I can't bet him on general principle.
66 to 1 is a misprice for him. I think he should be more like 45 in that range. And I mean, he very well could be. So.
What was the stat that you and I were talking about at the first Daytona race? Wasn't it something like 9 of the last 10 drivers that were leading Daytona with 1 lap to go haven't won the race? Wasn't there?
Might have been that. I don't recall off the top of my head though.
I thought that was a stat.
Could have been.
Coop, what football team do you root for?
Seattle.
How did that happen living over there?
I told you that story a long time ago.
Well, bro, I'm getting old and I did a lot of drugs in my 20s. So, just about every drug that you could take. Short of
been
a
Seahawks fan of my whole life, man. A lot of pain.
Yeah, a lot of pain. It must have been rough winning that championship and going to back-to-back Super Bowls. That must have been a tough goal.
Yeah, I forgot you're a Jets fan.
Yeah, I mean, get the fuck out of here with that.
What happened to Brandon Jones? So this is playing out pretty good for Ty Gibbs.
You settle down, Corey. All right? I love you to death, but you settle down.
Old Justin Haley's been pretty impressive, man, when he's been on the road courses, man. If he could get some equipment, man, he might be a decent driver because he's always been really good on the super speedways.
The day a Giants game is anybody's Super Bowl is the day that you could put me in the ground. I am looking forward to seeing Zach Wilson, though. I hope he doesn't suck.
They play tonight?
Yeah, they play the Giants tonight at 7 o'clock after the race is over. I'll probably stay on and hang out.
What did Justin Fields do today that was so incredible? I saw everybody creaming in their pants about him.
I mean, he looked okay. I didn't think he looked fantastic. I thought he looked okay.
Twitter loved him.
Above average.
Yeah, Twitter was loving him.
We're still going to cash that ticket, I think. Andy Dalton starts week 1. They're not putting Fields against the Rams in week 1. Yeah, but DB said, watched it. He looked good, fast dude. Yeah, he looked good. But, I mean, you know, he probably wasn't even playing a first-string defense, right? Trey Lance season tonight, huh, Adam?
Harrison Burton's car is a little jacked up. Like, what's that orange piece of shit doing on the track, man? I mean, it's just sitting there in the middle, like, randomly.
Jesus Christ, look at the bottom of that car. Yeah, I think you're right, Corey. Probably week 3 or 4. Kevin Harvick's getting pushed. Trevor Lawrence tonight. Yeah, I mean, that's if he looks like incredible, I'm going to be so depressed when I wake up tomorrow.
Well, what happened to Harvick? I mean, his car doesn't look bad. Do you have some issues underneath it or something?
I'm not sure. I don't really have the volume on. Drew Lock just threw an 80-yard touchdown. Yeah, I don't know what to think about Drew Lock. I think the verdict is very much still out on him. Tyler thinks
we got to watch to see if Gibbs, who has the better car, Gibbs or Cindric.
all those cars are hitting that orange thing, huh? Jesus Christ. What is that? What
God
you think?
damn. Holy cow!
You think that orange speed bump's gone for tomorrow's race? I mean, everybody's car.
That thing just took out 7 cars.
All of a sudden, you just see cars going airborne. Bink, bink.
Holy shit.
I say that's gone by tomorrow.
Do you remember? I don't remember it being in the Xfinity practice, but I mean, I wasn't watching it, and obviously nobody hit it.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody hit it in practice this morning.
That's some messed up shit.
Yeah. Justin Allgaier is just riding Ty Gibbs nuts. Haley looks good out there in front.
Ain't nobody running over that damn thing anymore.
Haley's 6-1 live right now at DK.
Damn.
He's 16-1 at Bet365, Coop. I might have to bet him at 16-1. That number's wrong.
Long way to go, man.
Yeah, there is a long way to go. Bro, this fucking New Jersey, like you're not in the state of New Jersey, geo-lock is fucking ridiculous. So many times this has cost me money where it doesn't. Fuck.
You think you in New York?
I don't know where it thinks I am, but like I can't tell you how many times this has cost me money. Happens on FanDuel, happens on DK, happens on Bet365. I tried to bet this kid at 16-1 8 fucking times, and it's telling me I'm not in the state of New Jersey. Like, what do you mean I'm not in the state of New Jersey?
I guess it doesn't recognize the little corner that you sit in.
Yeah, like it's not fucking Switzerland. Fucking brutal. Now he's 12-1, right in my ass. Unbelievable.
Chase Elliott's still in the 17th place. Still the race favorite, though.
Yeah, I have Cindric as the race favorite at like 2.5-1.
What do they have Elliott at?
Plus 275. Come on, Ty, get past Allgaier. What the fuck are we doing here? Attaboy. Right now, DraftKings has Haley at 6-1. BetMGM has him at 5-1. And he's 13-1 right now at Bet365. That's just a mispricing. Whether he wins or not, that's a bad line. Cindric is coming in, though. He cut that lead down by about a half second.
The only reason I don't want to bet Cindric is if he pits here.
Yeah.
I mean, they all could pit. I mean, I might be thinking out of my ass.
Cindric and who else is racing for points? Allgaier, right?
Yeah, and Omendinger. I mean, there's more, but I mean, those are the big ones.
Right. Yeah, Justin Haley's definitely dropping off a little bit, and he's losing time to Cindric. And both of them put the rest of the field in the dust. Ty Gibbs is about 3.5 seconds back right now of those two.
When it comes back on, we need to look and see where Sam Meyer is.
He is currently 18th.
He had to start all the way in the back because he had a adjustment issue. But he was fast yesterday. And, no, he's gained quite a few spots already. I mean, he was fortunate enough that, 7 cars went out in front of him, went over that little orange, strip.
Five to 1 for who, Corey? Yeah, he's 5 to 1 at BetMGM, but 12 to 1 at Bet365. I threw a little money on him at 12 to 1.
Who, Haley?
Yeah, I just think it's a mispricing. He shouldn't be 12 to 1. I didn't bet a full unit though. And to be fair to Haley, right? Whether or not he's better than Cindric or not, he has 4 seconds on the field at a minimum. So he has a great whip today. A great whip.
I mean, he was solid last week too in Watkins Glen.
Yeah, I'm throwing that in the live bet room for a half unit.
I mean, Austin had cut it down to what, like 0.6 seconds. He's kind of pulled away from him now.
Yeah, that's worth a little half unit, Jammy.
Chase is up to 15th. He's coming.
Yeah, Chase is a beast.
They all knew it was there, so they thought it was a good idea to go over it. I mean, it's significantly higher than those little blue rumble strips that they have in that corner. So who was the donkey that hit it first? Do you remember?
I don't, but a ton of them followed.
Yeah, they followed him. Yeah, they followed him. Didn't that car just spin around a couple minutes ago?
Who?
39?
I'm not sure.
Pulling a Brett Keselowski.
Austin Cindric's coming. He's got a fucking whip, man. He's got a whip.
Just going to depend upon his pit strategy.
Yep.
And even then, he's going to be fast. Well, my concern with like these cars that don't pit, they're not going to be really far back. They're going to be a little bit farther back, but you know, on them restarts, they could get caught up with another car here or there.
So I put the first bet on the spreadsheet for tomorrow. Imagine it has the name Joey Logano on it.
I don't mind that.
I just don't know.
Like it hurts you.
I don't know who the second guy is going to be for that. You know,
like I just don't trust Cindric tomorrow.
Man, he looked good today, Coop.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel the way you do.
Hey, how did Briscoe do today? I don't remember you talking anything about him.
I think he finished it like 10th. I want to say somewhere around 10th.
I haven't looked at any of it yet. I was going to look at it tonight.
Somewhere he was like 8th for the majority of the practice, but I think he finished somewhere around 10th. Cindric definitely has the best car. It's just going to come down to, like you said, his pit strategy.
Yeah, his positioning.
But I'll tell you, man, Haley's got a good whip. Like, if you were able to get him at 12-1, if Cindric beats you, he beats you. The rest of the field can't touch these two right now.
Is FanDuel not having any live betting today?
I am not sure.
I just pulled it up and then they didn't have anything. So
Cindric takes the lead. That makes sense. He's already down to plus 150. Like, nobody even knows what he's going to do pit strategy wise. How can you back him at plus 150? He's gone, too. He's got like a second lead already on Haley. He is out. We got to hope for a little Austin Cindric mechanical failure. One time for the boys. Throw a rod. One time. Throw a rod in that engine. Give me a little oil on the track.
man, that Ryan Sieg character man is having a rough day. Yeah, they're gonna have to throw a caution for that. They got crap all over the track. There it comes.
Air Watto says, this 39 dude is a clown. I love it. I love it. Corey, did you sign up yet for football? You coming back to me, big boy, or what? I miss you, Jersey.
Yeah, they were just talking about how you could do it on one stop.
So do you think everybody's going to try to make it on one stop, Coop?
I think so. But I mean, some will come down, obviously, that aren't in the top 10. I mean, this sucks. They're going to, run one lap and then have another caution. Oh, freaking Webb Simpson's about ready to put up a big number.
We got a lot of picks on the spreadsheet today, huh?
Yeah, there are a lot out there.
9, I think. You're going down pit road.
All of them?
Yeah.
A couple stayed out. Riley Herbst stayed out, didn't he?
I can't tell yet.
I mean, the thing is, these cars have to stop again. The ones that stayed out, they're just going to stop that one time. But, with all these, they're not going to be far behind. Cindric has a good whip. He could easily catch. But the thing is if Herbst pits right at the end of the stage, it does him no good.
Did Elliott pit?
Yeah, he pitted.
I mean, there are just pieces flying off that car. Holy Christ.
So what are they going to have? 1 lap or 2 laps?
I'm not sure. I watched a great documentary series last night for anybody looking for one. It was on Showtime. It was called The Kings. It was a 4-part documentary on pretty much like the golden age of the 4 kings from like 1976 to 1989. It was excellent, man. It was all about Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, and Tommy Hearns. It was so good. I encourage everybody to watch that. I'm not a big fan of modern day boxing at all, but I am a fan of those 4 guys.
So the first 4 rows stayed out for 2 laps.
Wow, what a move by Justin Haley.
Yeah, that was impressive.
So they're going to pit right now, right? Well, not pit,
I mean, it would make no sense for Riley Herbst to pit.
There isn't there a the stage one at the end is now, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's now.
Haley might take the lead by the end. Yeah. Haley's your leader. Man, he's got a good whip.
He's got a good short run car, at least.
Yeah. Yep.
Cindric might have a better longer run car. I mean, he caught him at,
Yeah, definitely.
Took him what, about 12 laps or so to catch him?
Yeah. And both of them had a 4-second lead on the entire field, so they both those cars are much the best right now. But Chase Elliott sneaks into the top 10. Gibbs is right behind him in 10th. Gibbs is struggling a little bit today. Bubba Wallace commercial, huh? All right, Bubba.
Not sure I've seen many of them. Shit, it's raining.
Look up Katie George, NBA Summer League reporter. I think she was Miss Kentucky. Katie George. Yeah, Otter, I don't disagree. But, I mean, Haley's got a good car. So, I think that's why he's still plus 150. Yeah, she's a smoke show, East. Smoke show. Coop's out in the Amazon. That bird is killing me. I gotta mute Coop. That bird is killing me. Yeah, they definitely shot their shot. Maybe I'm on an island here, but I don't like blondes. It depends on the blonde for me. Like fucking Justin Verlander's wife, bro. I mean, that's a blonde I can get behind. Probably more than they would like to admit, East. Who has hair? I mean, Scarlett Joe is just. She's in my all-time top three. Kate Upton. Kate Upton is a blonde that I can get behind. Total smoke show.
Did they show the pitch yet?
What, Coop?
They come down pit lane yet?
It's a commercial right now. We're talking about blondes. What do you think about blondes over there, Coop?
That's blonde.
Well, there you go. I mean, that says it all.
Haley passed Cindric at the beginning of this race, right? Passed him on like a restart. He didn't pass him like one-on-one, right?
Yeah, I think that's true.
Like we know Cindric can pass Haley.
Yeah, Cindric's got the best car in the race. Haley's got the second best car in the race by a pretty significant margin, it looks like.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out who has a third.
Correct. I'm a Heidi Klum guy. Yeah, I mean, vintage Heidi Klum, like a decade ago. 100%.
So yeah, Herp's pitted. He was just running for stage points.
So Haley and Cindric are starting in row one together.
Who's in that 51?
Who's in what car?
The 51.
Clements.
Oh, okay. He didn't pit, did he?
I don't know. I would have to check. Haley got squeezed. Boy, oh boy, did he get squeezed. Gibbs gets turned.
What happened to Gibbs?
Somebody sent him into the fucking grass. The one car gets turned.
Whoa. That 26 car was up in the air. Wow.
Yeah.
He was up in the air more than one ones that hit that orange curve. The one's Elliott.
Haley got squeezed, but I bet you he goes and catches Braxton.
Oh, Noah being up here is kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
Who's smoking? A couple cars smoking.
I think the 18.
Emmerich?
Yeah. Gibbs down pit road. That's the one thing I hate about road courses. Like, if you can get squeezed on those restarts so bad, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gibbs isn't going to have enough gas to make it on this. He's going to have to pit again,
Right?
Unless there's a huge amount of cautions. You had to run like 6 extra laps somehow.
Those road course restarts are a motherfucker.
Yeah. Who got into him?
Who?
Gibbs.
I'm not sure. I just saw him go flying. I can't even tell you.
Oh, he's losing a lap. Wow.
Haley got he just got like squeezed by like 3 cars. But he's in third, and he'll probably be in second place by the end of stage 2.
That's not good to go down a lap.
Yeah, it's just not the 54 cars day today.
No. And they talk a lot of high stuff about this Sam Meyer kid, man. And, nothing against him. But you would think that he would have some sponsorship if he's, all that.
Yeah, I mean, he's in 7th.
Yeah. I think he's a contender for a top 5.
Hemrick in.
I wonder if Hemrick's trying for strategy. He'd be short, wouldn't he? Yeah, he still has to pit, right?
Yeah.
31 and 27 is 58. He'd have to get some 3 or 4 caution laps, which is feasible. Feasible.
Yeah, definitely. Cindric is down to even money.
Cindric's what?
Down to even money. Justin Haley's about to pass Noah Gragson. So they're going to be probably 1-2 at the end of the stage.
The key, though, is to see if you can cut into Cindric.
Right. Which it doesn't look like he can, especially on the long run.
He's not going to catch him. You just need to see if he can cut into it.
Right. But it looked like Cindric was running away on the long run. Now, if they're sitting 1-2 and there's a caution and he gets out on that restart, he could probably hold them off for a lap or two, don't you think? Seems to have that short run speed. That's all you can ask for at 12-1. Let there be a late caution.
AJ seems to have everything under control now after his first couple laps not being very good.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's had a great car or anything, but
Haley's having a hard time actually passing Gragson.
It'd be interesting to see if AJ can pass Haley.
Caution.
Now you're going to have to make a decision. Do you pit now or not? Because you're going to be right at gas mileage.
Right. And you know there's going to be another caution, bro.
Well, you got the end of the stage caution.
Right. But I mean,
right.
Yeah, we've already seen 4. And what, we're in the middle of halfway through the race.
Right. I mean, you got you're gonna have 32 laps left when they pit.
You'll be able to get there. You'll get there on one stop.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of cautions.
It's a big break for Gibbs. Does Gibbs give his lap back?
I'm not sure.
See the lucky dog?
You would think so, right?
Yeah, so there's going to be 31 laps left when they pit. They're going to have a couple more cash cars. They should be able to make it.
Yeah, he's gonna get the lap back. Looks that way. First car a lap down, according to NASCAR.com. Adam Meyer says, "Go Henley, go." Okay, go ahead. I think that was Snyder. The guys were saying that was Snyder's pick, right? To win the tournament. I don't know what the odds were.
They're probably in the 30-40 range if they did it free.
Go ahead, Snyder. 33-1. He's minus 185 right now to win the tournament. That's fantastic. I forgot to look at Snyder's article. Not good for me.
They didn't pit. What's up with that?
I assume they're going to wait to the end of the stage.
No, none of the top cars come down, did they?
No. I think Herbst was the first one.
Man, that guy's lucky he didn't cross and land on somebody else.
We also have Sloan 125-1 tied for third. Snyder's and I'm exhausted today. I don't know why.
So the I don't know on DK, but the come on. Top Toyota manufacturing went down a dime, down to 240.
Makes sense. After that practice.
DK still hasn't put up very many of the race props for tomorrow. They got some, but not many. Cindric went from 325 top four to 275.
Yeah, that's because he was the top four. I have to take a look and see what odds that I have for him.
Man, your internet's like slow. You're getting a lot of slowness going on. Looks like Keg's frozen, Nick, actually. He moved a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Looks like you're having some internet issues. All blurry. Really slow.
I scratched Cindric to at plus 380 to be the top four.
Yeah, I can't understand what you're saying either. It looks like he's totally frozen again. Would be a hell of a shot if he had his hat off, man, and he was totally frozen, man. You really get a good shot at that hair he's got underneath there.
Can you hear me, Coop?
There you go. I hear you now.
Coop?
Hello? What's up?
Can you hear me, bro?
Well, he cut himself out, man. Maybe he had some bad weather or something. Not sure what's going on.
Can you hear me, Coop?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, I'm going to restart my computer. In the private chat, I put the link to the YouTube so you can see the chat and talk to them. I'm going to go restart my computer and restart my router. Hopefully that helps. I'll be right back.
Wow. Oh, no, Jackson, man. Hell of a jump. Wow. That was really not known as a road course driver. Now AJ's up there. Man. Well, Cindric's a big loser on this one, man. And old AJ. Wow. Wonder if Cindric's got a little bit something wrong. Tires giving up on this run or not. Meyer's all over Cindric. AJ hasn't been able to pull away too far. That turn one's been the most brutal turn the whole day. I'm really surprised at Graxon being able to hang up in there. Haley's right on him. Got to watch Cindric to see if he comes back now. His numbers are going up. I mean, Allmendinger's come out of nowhere. I mean, Haley, we know, has had a good car all day. Like, I don't think Haley has a winning car, though. I think he has a second or third place car. Cindric can get by Graxon. I might hit him at he's like 225 now. Cindric's 300 on DK, but I want to see him get past Noah Graxon. Cinder got by him. I just think you had a bad restart. The 300 on DK, I like. Yeah. I'm going to hit Cindric for 300 on DK. I mean, AJ's at 125. Can't do that. He's given up the pit positions too. That's definitely what I want. Yeah, because Allmendinger, Graxton, and Allgaier, they're all going to have to pit. So I like it. If you can still get that 300 on DK. Hopefully some other cars pitted too besides Meyer. That would, they'll give them a couple cars in between Cindric and the guys that are in the front right now. So yeah, like all these cars that are coming down pit road should be in front of like AJ and Allmendinger and Graxton. So they're going to have to, pass them. And if Cindric can get out front, that would be good for him. So hopefully we got that 300. I'm liking it right now. I guess now the question is this going to be the end of the stage? So regardless, I mean, it's good for the cars that are already pitted. Wow, that's interesting. That fire. Hope Keg's okay, man. And then I guess we'll have to pay attention to Allgaier, see what happened to him. Like, is he able to pit? Or does he have to come back down again? And that really messes him up. Like, I would come in and see what's going on in chat, but if I go to this YouTube link, I'm pretty sure it's not going to let me talk. It's just going to let me see that, and then I won't be able to get back in. So, sorry, guys. Yeah, I would imagine this is the end of the stage. And then it looks like Allgaier's pit would be good for him. But there should be about 6 or 7 cars in between Cindric and Allmendinger and Haley. On too early. He had to be really close. Hmm. Yeah. Definitely short. Bad break for him. Looked like it was short from the very beginning when they first showed it. All these guys, they always argue with NASCAR over stuff, but nothing ever gets overturned or put back to where it was. They're just arguing for nothing. Keg's got to restart again. Hopefully he can get back in, still having some issues. Everything's locked up. So the last stage is 22 laps. So I'd imagine it's going to be like a 21 lap race. They said they wouldn't start inside the top 10 or 12. I didn't realize there were that many cars. Cindric has to be the leader once all these cars cycle through pit stops. Unless somebody pit before him that they didn't show and somehow got in front of Cindric, which I guess is possible, but I don't know. Unlikely. All right, I'll be right back.